Hey guys, welcome to Picture Book Drama, where it is everything in entertainment. I am your host, Sean, your video and comic guru. Still at home recovering at this point, but there was some stuff in the media that's been going on lately that I just had to talk about. And that is the fact that they're basically rebooting Superman. But they're not just rebooting Superman, it's still going to be Kal-El. And that's that sucks in itself because we love Henry Cavill's performance as Superman. The problem we had is that they didn't give him enough time to breathe. He didn't have enough time to grow. And as you can see, when you give him an opportunity like they did in the Snyder Cut, and that was brief, and it took how many hours to get to what little content we got of him, but we see that when you give Henry Cavill some actual content, some meat to actually, chew on, he's great as an actor. The Witcher, you look at Mission Impossible, you can see the guy has great charisma. He can really do it well. He's a great um, candidate as someone who can be the bridge from Christopher Reeves. Even though I like Brendan Routh as Superman, but again, writing wise, unless you count Crisis on Infinite Earths, that didn't, he really didn't have any real justice done with the character that he could really call his own. But back to the topic at hand, they want to redo Superman. I don't know why. I don't know why they have no faith. Why they won't just leave people the fuck alone and let them write a story that is an upbeat, bright Superman story. Superman is not a dark character. Batman is dark. Superman is light. That is the contrast. That's why they get along. Yin and yang. Opposites attract. They don't fucking get it. This is why you don't allow, the executives to get involved in the creative concept unless they are from that field, that world. They understand it. To say you're going to bring Superman in and we're going to reboot it, we're not going to bring Henry Cavill back, that's one thing. That sucks, especially after, you allow Zack Snyder through WB, allowing Zack Snyder to do the Snyder Cut, which allows us to have a more fleshed out Superman story, even though it's still very brief. You then tell us, oh, by the way, we're not going to allow him to be Superman. We're not. They didn't say they're not going to allow him to be Superman. Let me not say that. But we're going to reboot the Superman franchise, which basically means we're firing him as Superman. Even though he still, I think, has one or two more appearances in his contract. Hence Shazam 2, maybe Aquaman. What the fuck are you going to do? You're going to reform the Justice League, which they said they're going to do in Shazam 2? Shazam 2, you're going to reform the Justice League? That makes no sense. But now you're going to reboot Superman and you're going to make him an African American. Okay. You haven't fleshed out, the Caucasian Superman, yet, but now we're going to have an African American. Okay, so is it going to be Val Zod? Is it going to be the Earth 2 Superman or whatever, President Superman? What are we getting? We're still going to get Clark Kent. What? Why are we race swapping? What is the point? Why is J.J. Abrams race swapping Superman? And that's what it is. J.J. Abrams has been wanting to do this for a long time. And they talked to Michael B. Jordan about doing it. I don't know if he's going to do it or not. He'd be great as Val Zod or the other African American Superman, which is in the comic books. Why is it that you're going to take a comic book and then you're going to just twist it into some distorted, ugly version of itself? This is why the movies don't work. When the executives who don't know the characters get involved, this is what happens. Spider-Man 3, anyone? But, I'm a huge fan of comics. I've been reading comic books since the late 70s. Okay? I don't understand what you guys are doing. This is the golden age of comic books and movies for comic book fans. This is the time. These next, 50 years is when we're really going to start. We got the time to give us what we want before it gets taken over by something else. Little by little, it's going to get taken over. Horror's going to come back. Comedy's going to come back. Something's going to come back. Sci-fi. Something else is going to come back to take the attention away from comics. But until then, let's ride the wave. But we're not doing it the way we should. Get Kal-El right first before you do something so drastic. You don't have to do it. This is why the Snyderverse didn't work. The executives got involved. Now, granted, you have to have someone there to hold the reins, because if you let Zack Snyder go off his rail, oh man, things get fucked up. But when you let him, when you give him the right people around him, and enough people to tell him when enough's enough, he creates gold. Unfortunately, we had to go through a hill, 4 hours of Justice League, which I loved. I watched it 3 times. I will watch it again. I will buy it when it comes out on Blu-ray. But you gotta learn how to condense it down to fit in a movie. And when I say a movie is 2 hours. You should not make people sit in a theater longer than 2.5 hours for this type of genre. Actually, 90 minutes. At best, 2 hours if it's a first time. But Snyder needs to condense the stuff and make the story more coherent for the audience who isn't in the comics. And for us who are in the comics, you need to stick to the story and get it done faster. As far as is it Warner Brothers? You guys suck. Because you don't know what you want. You want a success. You want a success? Back the fuck off. Let people do what they've been hired to do. You're paying people sometimes millions of dollars, and then you want to come in and you want to poke your hands on it. If you put that much money into it, you better back up. And if they don't deliver, then you take it away. You don't give them multi-film deals. This feels so wrong. I mean, why would you do this? I can understand certain, subsidiary characters, secondary characters, if you will. You can make Jimmy Olsen black. You can make Perry White black. Don't make Clark Kent black for the sake of saying, hey, look what we did. You have characters that are established in the comic book industry that you can use. If you're too scared to use Kal-El, then fuck it, don't use him. Use someone else. As a fan, as a DC Comics fan, a loyalist, even though I got a bunch of Marvel stuff behind me, I am a loyalist. That is where I started, and that is where I will end. I love DC Comics. I love the fact that we are in an age now where technology has progressed enough to where we can actually see the stuff that people were drawing, put it on the screen, and it comes across very realistically. I just don't understand why you have to swap someone's race that drastically for no reason other than shock value, because that's what it is. I know there's going to be a lot of backlash, and I hope there is. Hit me up. Let me know. Do you feel upset? Are you a long-time comic book reader? Do you feel that this is a mistake? Especially since they won't let Henry Cavill do a Man of Steel or a Superman 2 to give the character room to breathe. Because he's only had one movie on his own. That's it. You had, Man of Steel, then you had Batman v Superman, you had, Justice League. The one little cameo where you don't even see his face in Shazam. Then you got the Snyder Cut. That's it. I don't know what to do. I am so perplexed, I think it's a great word, by what these executives are thinking when they do this. Do they think that, if we do something so, off base, so far to the left, that people are going to, love us for it? They're going to hate you. Especially when you haven't even gotten a character right at all. Too much has been going on, too much behind the scenes that we don't know about. Bottom line is, get it right. But hopefully you guys will come to your senses. Someone will tell J.J. Abrams to go fuck himself. All you're going to see are lens flares anyway. Explosions in the background. He's like a really bad version of Michael Bay. But I don't know. Am I alone in this? Hit me in the comment section. You know, hey, if you like what I'm saying here, please hit the subscribe button. I am on the road to 500 subscribers. I will be doing a video to show, hopefully, some of the things I'm going to be giving away. Still looking at some of the stuff to decide if it's worth giving away as a 500 subscriber or what we're doing. I don't know. I'm too upset by this to find out what's going on. Haven't even talked about like Venom, Carnage, or anything else, but I just had to talk about that. You know, hit me in the comment section. Hit me up on any of these places right here. And remember, please hit the subscribe, hit that like button, and leave me a comment down on here because I'll hit you up as soon as I can. Anyway, I need to sit back down because now I'm very, very tired and I got to go and take my ibuprofen. Either way, I am Sean, your video on Comic Guru. Thank you guys so much, and please remember to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.